Hi everybody, we have been introduced to Maggy the Frog and her prophecy during the first episode of Season 5 of Game of Thrones. The Wars to Come. Well, first off, what happened? So we see the young Cersei with her friend, who is probably Melara, walking through the forest. Well, actually in the book there are 3 girls, but that isn't really important. Because in the book, the 3rd girl fled when she saw Maggy the Frog. So in the series we only see the young Cersei and Melara. And this all happened a long time ago during the tourney for King Aerys II visit to the Westerlands, at which Cersei became enamored at Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. And Prince Rhaegar Targaryen was, of course, as we all know, the cause of Robert's rebellion, because he snatched away his betrothed Lyanna Stark. But at the time Cersei was hoping she would at one time marry Rhaegar. Of course we know that never happened, but she didn't know that at the time, so she asked Maggy the Frog if she will wed the prince, and she answered that she won't marry a prince, but she will wed the king. And Maggy answers, "Aye, queen you shall be, until there comes another, younger and more beautiful, to cast you down and take all that you hold dear." And we don't know for certain if the prophecy comes out, but Cersei now probably thinks that the younger and more beautiful queen is, of course, Margaery Tyrell, who married her son Tommen Baratheon. And Cersei is very paranoid of Margaery's intentions. And that's why we will most likely see a clash between the two. And then she asked Maggy about if she will have children, and she said she will have 3 children of her own, and the king will have 20 children of his own. Actually in the book they mention 16 children for the king, but that's not really important. What is important is that they don't have mutual children, and the king, in this case Robert, has a lot of bastards around all of Westeros, and the 3 children for Cersei are of course Joffrey, Tommen and Myrcella. So Maggy was right about that. And she said, "Gold shall be their crowns and gold their shrouds," he said. But I left out an important sentence in the series, and it says, "And when your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar shall rub his hands about your pale white throat and choke the life from you." What Maggy in all tries to tell her is that Cersei will outlast her children and die by the hands of the Valonqar. And what is a Valonqar? As you may want to know, it actually means little brother in High Valyrian. And since her little brother is Tyrion, we know why she really hates him. So if Maggy's prophecy is true, she will see all her children die. And that already happened to one of her child, namely Joffrey, who was poisoned. And maybe Tommen and Myrcella will also die, but we don't know that for sure. And after that she will be strangled by the Valonqar. So that could very well be Tyrion. But if he will use his bare hands, we don't know. It could also be that he will use poison in a similar fashion how Joffrey was poisoned. But so far we don't know what will happen. Both in the series and the books it's unclear if the last part of the prophecy comes true.